The world is a vast, untamed wilderness stretching out before us in all its glory. It's a place of endless horizons and hidden corners waiting to be discovered, full of breathtaking beauty and raw power, a testament to the forces that have shaped it over millennia. From the crashing waves of the ocean to the silent majesty of ancient forests, nature's artistry is on full display. As adventurers, as travelers with a thirst for the unknown, we seek out its wonders, drawn by the allure of the unexplored. We yearn to witness these spectacles firsthand, to immerse ourselves in the grandeur of the natural world. From towering peaks that pierce the sky, challenging us to reach new heights, to bustling ancient cities, where history whispers from every stone, inviting us to step back in time. But beneath these seemingly stable landscapes, beneath the beauty and the bustle, lies a force that can awaken in an instant. A reminder of the Earth's dynamic nature. Earthquakes. The very ground we stand on can shift and tremble. Imagine standing in a vibrant marketplace, a sensory explosion of colors, sounds, and smells, the air alive with exotic scents, the energy palpable. When suddenly, without warning, the ground beneath your feet begins to heave and roar, transforming the familiar into something terrifying. It's a primal experience, a stark reminder of our vulnerability in the face of nature's power, connecting you directly to the immense energy of our planet, a force both destructive and creative, constantly reshaping the world around us. This isn't about fear, it's not about succumbing to panic or letting anxiety paralyze you. It's about respect for the colossal forces that shape the world we explore, understanding their potential and learning to coexist with them. Understanding these forces, learning about the geological processes that govern our planet is crucial for every traveler, especially when venturing into earthquake-prone regions. Sometimes, the story of your journey includes tremors, subtle reminders of the Earth's inner workings, that remind us of our place in the grand scheme, our relative insignificance in the face of such immense power. This knowledge doesn't make the world scarier. It doesn't diminish the joy of exploration or the thrill of discovery. It makes it more real, grounding our adventures in a deeper understanding of the planet, and it equips you to face challenges with courage and informed preparedness. The thrill of discovery is amplified when you know how to navigate the unexpected, when you're prepared for the challenges that nature might throw your way. So as we delve into the world of earthquakes, as we explore the science behind these powerful events, remember, knowledge is your best tool, your most reliable companion on any journey. Let's gear up, mentally and practically, and learn what makes the world shake. Let's understand the forces at play beneath our feet, and how you can stand strong, both physically and mentally when it does. How to react, how to stay safe, and how to help others. It's an essential part of any explorer's toolkit, as vital as a map, a compass, or a first aid kit. What exactly is an earthquake? It's a question that has intrigued scientists and lay people alike for centuries. These powerful natural phenomena can reshape landscapes in an instant, and remind us of the immense forces at play beneath our feet. To understand earthquakes, picture the Earth's outer shell. Imagine peeling away the atmosphere and seeing the raw, dynamic surface of our planet. Think of it as a giant cracked eggshell. This isn't a perfect analogy, but it helps to visualize the structure we're talking about. This shell is made of massive puzzle pieces constantly interacting with each other. These pieces, tectonic plates, are constantly slowly moving, driven by forces deep within the Earth. It's a process called plate tectonics, and it's responsible for many of the Earth's most dramatic features, from mountain ranges to ocean trenches. Most of the time, we don't feel a thing. Life goes on as usual, oblivious to the slow, grinding movements happening far below. But sometimes these plates get stuck, usually at their boundaries where they meet and interact. As they try to move past each other, immense pressure builds up in the surrounding rocks. When the pressure becomes too much for the rocks to handle, something has to give. The rocks suddenly break or slip. Boom! The accumulated stress is released in a sudden violent burst. That's an earthquake. It's the Earth's way of releasing pent-up energy. All that stored energy is released in an instant, like a coiled spring suddenly uncoiling. This release sends out seismic waves, vibrations that travel through the Earth. These waves propagate outwards, causing the ground to shake. Sometimes it's gentle, a barely perceptible tremor. Other times it's violent enough to topple buildings and reshape the landscape. Think of it like snapping a dry stick. You bend it, and then, with a sharp crack, it breaks, releasing the tension you apply. The snap happens along a fault line, a pre-existing weakness in the Earth's crust. This fault line is a crack between two blocks of rock where movement is most likely to occur. The bigger the fault, the more area there is for pressure to build up. And the more energy released when it finally snaps, the more powerful the earthquake will be. The more powerful the earthquake, the more intense the shaking and the wider the area affected. So, earthquakes aren't mystical or supernatural events, they're natural geological processes, a consequence of the Earth's dynamic nature. For travelers, especially those venturing into seismically active regions, understanding this is the first step toward respecting and preparing for their potential impact. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to natural hazards. It's about knowing your environment, being aware of the geological context of the places you visit. It's about understanding the ground beneath your feet, or in this case, from the ground down. That's the foundation of quake smarts, and it's a crucial element of responsible travel. Let's talk about those giant puzzle pieces that make up the Earth's surface. Tectonic plates. These aren't just abstract concepts, they're the very foundation upon which our continents and oceans rest. They shape our world in profound ways. These massive slabs of the Earth's lithosphere, the rigid outer shell, float on a semi-fluid layer beneath them, a region known as the asthenosphere. Imagine it as a cosmic conveyor belt, slowly churning and carrying these plates along. They move slowly, just centimeters a year, a pace imperceptible in a human lifetime. But even this seemingly insignificant movement can cause enormous stress where plates meet. The cumulative effect over millions of years is what sculpts our planet's grand features. These meeting points, plate boundaries, are zones of intense geological activity, are where most earthquakes and volcanoes occur. The Ring of Fire, a horseshoe-shaped region around the Pacific Ocean, is a prime example of this dynamic interaction. Sometimes plates grind past each other, creating what we call transform faults. Sometimes one dives beneath another, in a process known as subduction. And sometimes they collide head-on to form mountains like the majestic Himalayas. Each interaction creates different stresses and earthquakes, releasing pent-up energy in dramatic fashion. When rocks along a fault rupture, they send out seismic waves, vibrations that ripple through the earth. P waves, fast, first felt. These are compressional waves that can travel through solids and liquids. S waves, slower, more destructive. Shear waves that can only travel through solids. And surface waves, rolling, swaying, which cause the most ground movement and damage. The intensity you feel depends on the quake's magnitude, a measure of the energy released at the source, your distance from the epicenter, the point on the Earth's surface directly above the earthquake's origin, local geology, the type of soil and rock beneath your feet, and building type. Structures built to withstand seismic activity fare much better than those that aren't. It's a complex dance of colossal forces, a constant interplay of energy and matter, a reminder that the ground is always in motion. Our planet is a dynamic, ever-changing entity. Understanding this process isn't just science, it's practical knowledge for anyone exploring the world, especially those venturing into earthquake-prone regions. The more you know about how the Earth moves, the better prepared you'll be to react safely and responsibly in the event of seismic activity. Respect the dance and you'll travel smarter, with a greater awareness of the forces shaping the landscape around you. The ground beneath your feet is never as still as it seems. It's a living, breathing part of a planet constantly in flux. Many of the world's most stunning travel destinations are in earthquake-prone zones. Nepal's dramatic mountains, Indonesia's volcanic islands, California's coastlines. These landscapes were shaped by tectonic forces. In 2015, Nepal's magnitude 7.8 quake devastated Kathmandu and Everest, reminding travelers that beauty and danger often coexist. Christchurch, New Zealand suffered a powerful quake in 2011, showing even modern cities are vulnerable. For tourists, it meant sudden evacuations and disrupted plans. Japan, sitting on the Pacific Ring of Fire, faces frequent quakes but leads in preparedness and engineering. The 2011 Great East Japan earthquake and tsunami showed the extreme forces at play. These events highlight the importance of awareness and preparation when traveling. The Earth's creative and destructive powers are always intertwined. Knowing what to do during an earthquake can make all the difference, especially when you're far from home. The golden rule. Drop, cover, and hold on. At the first sign of shaking, drop to your hands and knees to avoid being knocked down. Take cover under sturdy furniture or get against an interior wall away from windows and tall objects. Cover your head and neck with your arms. In high-rises, don't use elevators. Stay put and wait for the shaking to stop. Hold on to your shelter until the shaking ends. Be ready for aftershocks, which can follow minutes or days later. After the shaking, Exit damaged buildings carefully and move to open areas. Before you travel, research local emergency procedures and identify safe spots in your accommodation. Pack a small emergency kit with essentials. If outdoors, move away from buildings and power lines. If in a vehicle, pull over safely and stay inside. Preparation is your lifeline. Earthquakes are happening all the time, thousands each day, though most are too small to feel. Some quakes are so powerful they can slightly alter the Earth's rotation, as with the 2004 Sumatra event. Earthquake lights, mysterious flashes in the sky, are still not fully understood. Most quakes occur near the surface, but some originate hundreds of kilometers deep, revealing the planet's complex inner workings. These facts remind us how dynamic and mysterious our world truly is. The Earth is always in motion, often in ways we can barely imagine. When you travel, knowledge is your best companion, especially when it comes to earthquake safety. Many top destinations are in seismically active regions, shaped by the same forces that create their beauty. Being aware of earthquake risks isn't about fear, it's about responsible, informed travel. Before you go, check if your destination is in an earthquake zone and learn basic safety measures. On arrival, identify safe spots and evacuation routes in your accommodation. It's as essential as learning local customs or emergency numbers. Understanding earthquakes deepens your connection to the places you visit. It makes you a more resilient and capable explorer. Pack your curiosity and your quake smarts. Experiencing or understanding earthquakes is a humbling reminder of our planet's power. The ground we trust is actually a mosaic of moving plates, shaping mountains and valleys over eons. When you stand at the Grand Canyon or gaze at the Andes, you're witnessing the results of these immense forces. Earthquakes are dramatic expressions of ongoing creation and transformation. Feeling the earth move connects you to these deep-time processes. This awareness can turn a simple trip into a deeper communion with the environment. You begin to see not just landscapes, but the stories behind them. It fosters curiosity and respect for the planet's dynamic nature. Recognize the Earth's mighty hand in every vista and tremor. This perspective enriches every adventure. Our planet is a book of endless stories, and earthquakes are one dramatic chapter. Don't let the thought of quakes deter you. Let it inspire you to travel with awareness and preparation. Every journey is a chance to learn more about our incredible home. Understanding these forces makes the world more fascinating and you a more capable traveler. The adventure of discovery never ends. Embrace curiosity, seek knowledge, and share your experiences. Stay connected with us for more insights and tips to fuel your adventures. There's a whole world waiting. The more you know, the richer your journey. Stay safe, stay curious, and keep exploring.